Welcome to the High-Rise Exam Construction Workshop. I'm your chief architect for today's explainer, and we are about to decode the examiner's mind for the notoriously tricky 24-mark quality of language component in Cambridge AS-level Afrikaans Language. Now, if you're preparing for Syllabus 8679, you already know your essay writing is going to be put under an absolute microscope. But what exactly is that microscope looking for? Well, today we're going to teach you how to lay down an unshakable thesis foundation and erect load-bearing arguments. To help us out, I want to introduce you to two of our apprentice builders, Alex and Sam. Alex is the kind of builder who stacks way too many unorganized factual bricks just hoping something stands up. Sam, on the other hand, focuses entirely on flashy exterior design, throwing in fancy vocabulary, but totally forgets to build load-bearing sentence structures. We're going to use their blueprints today to show you exactly how to approach your next essay with absolute, rock-solid confidence.
So here's the crucial question. Why do students who completely know the material still lose points when dealing with familiar topics? This is where our builder Alex really struggles. You see, you might have memorized the vocabulary. You might even have your grammar rules down perfectly. Your fourth whorda, your conjunctions, inside and out. But the principal examiner reports consistently show a massive disconnect. Prepared students still bleed points because they know the language, but they don't know how to strategically deploy it to build a structured argument. It's like having a pile of premium bricks, but absolutely no mortar. The essay just collapses under the pressure of the examiner's review.
All right, let's look at the schematic layout for today's build. Number 1, decoding the mark scheme. Number 2, the 3 cognitive domains. Number 3, the method mark strategy. Number 4, mastering comparative analysis. And number 5, top 3 examiner warnings. Let's put our hard hats on and get straight to work. Moving right into Section 1, decoding the mark scheme, which is the theoretical foundation of your entire build. You see, the conceptual framework isn't just about good grammar. It's not just a paint job. It rests heavily on precise definitions, causal relationships, and systematic, evidence-based reasoning. In a language exam, this means using sophisticated Afrikaans phrasing to actively connect a cause to an effect, rather than just relying on basic descriptive sentences like our builder Sam tends to do. If your reasoning is scattered, your language marks will suffer, no matter how flawless your spelling is. You need to prove that your essay is systematically engineered, point by proven point. That brings us to Section 2, the 3 cognitive domains, or as I like to call them, the Big 3. Examiners are specifically stress testing 3 distinct cognitive domains or assessment objectives. Think of these as 3 different load-bearing pillars. If you only reinforce one, your high-rise is going to look completely unbalanced, and eventually, it's going to topple over during grading. Successful candidates must demonstrate structural integrity across all 3. Let's pull up a digital grid overlay to map out this structural skeleton. To get those top-tier marks out of the 24 available, your essay must visually and structurally rise through all 3 of these levels. On the left, we have knowledge and understanding. This is your concrete foundation, just showing you know the facts. In the middle, analysis. This is the steel framework, breaking down those facts to show exactly how they work together. And on the right, the highest tier, evaluation. This is your penthouse roof, where you actually judge the value or impact of those facts. When Alex and Sam were debating how to balance assessment objectives 1, 2, and 3, I told them, if you want your text blocks to survive rigorous marker reviews, you have to build from the ground up, all the way to that evaluation penthouse. Now, before we look at the secret to hitting those top floors, site inspection, to fortify your academic foundations and get weekly structural grade upgrades, subscribe to Ace the Exams at the handle Ace the Exams right now and turn on all notifications. Okay, resume the build. Principal examiner reports explicitly highlight that integrating concepts with other syllabus areas, what we call structural cross-bracing, is the secret to unlocking the highest mark bands. If you can show that a concept from one part of the syllabus dynamically impacts an issue from another, you instantly signal to the examiner that you have a masterful, high-level understanding. You aren't just stacking memorized facts, you are engineering complex ideas. Let's move into Section 3, the method mark strategy. This is all about your tactical execution on the job site. So our builders Alex and Sam just hit an unexpected structural crack mid-paragraph. They threw some evidence in, but it's totally disconnected from their analysis. How do we fix it? I'm stepping in with the Peel matrix to weld their evidence to their analysis flawlessly. Point, evidence, explanation, link. This perfectly maps to the standardized sequence on your screen. Identify the key elements, apply relevant principles, execute analysis with clear working, verify results, and present in format. In an Afrikaans essay,
Clear working means using the Peel matrix and transitional phrases to show exactly how your ideas link together, rather than leaving the examiner guessing. If you make this welding sequence a habit, your essay will be virtually indestructible. And remember, practical application develops professional skills. Strictly following conventions like proper headings, accurate terminology, appropriate formats, and clear annotations is completely non-negotiable. Basically, don't leave scaffolding and debris all over the site. The examiners view your essay as a piece of professional communication. If it looks sloppy, or if you use casual vocabulary instead of precise academic terminology, you're just leaving easy marks lying in the dirt.
All right, Section 4, Mastering Comparative Analysis. Let's do a little interactive viewer stress test here. For test 1, imagine a 60-second visual countdown timer ticking down as you extract the primary metric from a complex blueprint. What's the main difference between an average structure and an elite one? An average, basic answer just points out similarities. It's flat. But an advanced, examiner-approved analysis actively embraces both similarities and differences. It uses powerful comparative connectives in Afrikaans to act as load-bearing beams. It backs up every single comparison with hard evidence. And most importantly, it draws a firm conclusion about the relative importance of those factors.
Okay, test 2, identify the flaw. Sam just submitted a student answer that caused a massive total mark drop. The paragraph read well, the spelling was great, but it failed. Can you spot the structural gap? The flaw is that Sam didn't meet the higher order demands. To satisfy those top assessment objectives, your essay must actively evaluate different alternatives, compare approaches, and provide fully justified recommendations. Don't just tell the examiner an idea is good. You have to evaluate why it's structurally superior to the alternative and justify your stance.
We've reached Section 5, Top 3 Examiner Warnings. Consider this our final build inspection before handing over the keys.
You absolutely must avoid these top 3 sinkholes. Number 1, using the wrong approach for the context of the question. Make sure you are actually building on the right lot, answering what is being asked, not just what you want to write about. Number 2, neglecting your format and presentation checks, which we know causes structural collapse. And number 3, providing generic answers that lack specific, targeted context. Your vocabulary and arguments must be directly tailored to the exact scenario presented in the exam. No cookie-cutter buildings allowed. Now, here is a golden rule, straight from the examiner alerts. Candidates consistently confuse terminology. So you must always define your terms first. It's like testing the soil before you pour the concrete. If you're going to base an entire paragraph around a specific high-level concept, take one sentence at the beginning to clearly define it. That immediately signals to the examiner that you are in total control of your materials.
As we wrap up our final build inspection, our team is looking at a flawlessly constructed response paragraph, and I want you to ask yourself this question before your next exam. Are you just laying down unorganized factual bricks like Alex, or are you architecting a fully evaluated, interconnected argument? Let's recap the 3 rules of sentence engineering. Rule 1, build a solid foundation by defining your terms. Rule 2, weld your evidence to your analysis flawlessly using the Peel matrix. And Rule 3, always construct your argument all the way up to the evaluation penthouse. Master this and you will conquer the 24-mark quality of language section. To keep your academic foundations fortified, make sure you subscribe to Ace the Exams. At the handle Ace the Exams, click that notification bell and leave a comment down below with your subject and level. Keep building and I'll catch you in the next workshop.